This video is intended as an audio experience, as this will be an unedited video, and the thumbnail will be, not a screenshot from the video, but will be a custom-made, thumbnail, if you haven't already clicked on it. I would like to preface this by saying that I genuinely did not want to make this video a reality. I didn't want to make it, I didn't want to have to make it, but as August 13th approaches, I am left here to realize that I am no doubtedly screwed. So I am pretty sure by now you've heard everything about the August 13th update, about how it's practically gonna force you to give your ID or just get screwed. I'm genuinely not wanting this to go through, right? Because as it stands right now, we're in the middle of hell when it comes to this type of stuff, and I don't want to be the person that has the same copy-paste video, but at this point, I think it's finally time I did start saying something. Now, if you haven't somehow heard already, August 13th marks a change where if you're deemed a minor by the YouTube content system, then you are forced not to give over your personal information, like your credit card, ID, whatever. Now, if something about this doesn't sit right with you, you would be correct in thinking that, because you are basically giving over information to not just a giga corporation, but a giga corporation. YouTube is owned by Google, as some of you might know. And what I think about this update, I am screwed, because a lot of my videos are based on Roblox and Minecraft, and although they have posted a response saying that these videos won't get hit in the crossfire, I do not have faith that they'll actually stick to that word. Because here's the thing, I'm not trying to point fingers out here, but Roblox content has issues, and one of the main reasons why I actually stopped doing Roblox content was due to the amount of shit, pure abysmal dog shit that was within YouTube. And I really hate describing something as dog shit, but I mean, what other word is there for it besides dog shit? I can't even comprehend sometimes the fact that YouTube still has not decided to take down obvious things that should not be on the platform. It baffles me. And yes, I do make a lot of weird jokes in my streams. But I know I'm not one to be talking, but I mean at least I'm not literally showing links to other people's I don't know sites. I'm not saying who did it, but I mean it rhymes with Shmoby, but I mean, actually I'm just gonna say it Kobe. That was just dude, no lie. I firmly believe in I'm both a believer in keep kids away from stuff that they shouldn't be seeing, and also let them also be able to use the internet. And since people are in like navigating, you know, their child through the internet. Like, here's like my guide, my personal like take on how to do it. What I would do is, you know, only let them on, you know, sites that I know have good moderation. Looking at you, Roblox and YouTube, and you know, let them, you know, mess around on there, like New Club Penguin online. And okay, I lied about it being unedited. I'm probably gonna throw up like some like screenshots of like the examples that I'm talking about, but you know, still, I feel like I would restrict them to stuff like cool math games, which I know has good moderation, because they won't let any like other like slop crap infect its platform. Another thing that I would probably do is, you know, like probably let them, you know, like I wouldn't let them play Roblox like if they're like 5, but like at 9, like I feel like at 10 or like 11 to 13, I feel like they're like their brains have like developed a bit to know like what to do and what not to do. Plus if, you know, if I were to have kids, which I probably wouldn't, I would not do the same mistakes that I did, you know, when like considering what I did in school. And I don't know the best way to explain this, but I would limit them to just now something risky that I know could potentially like you know, like screw me over is like letting them like looking through like old Flash like archives like h twins.net. I would let them watch BFDI, but I like early BFDI, in my honest opinion. And people have made like their concerns known to people, like, hey, like I'm neurodivergent, and you know, like my interests may seem like childish to people, you know, like people have said that, you know, and I feel the same way. Not just because I'm not just and this will come as a shocker or not, but I'm not neurotypical. And I feel like forcing people to give up their own sensitive information like is a giant like privacy like violation. Like I know the UK is going through some shit similar to this, and as much as I would like to agree with the whole thing, the idea is mainly what I like. What I don't like is when it's being abused. And also Steam and itch.io technically as well, I guess. The fact that our own credit card like processors are literally like refusing us to allow like legal like content that, you know, adults can, refusing adults from, you know, watching what they want, you know, as long as it is legal. I'm not into that sort of disgusting, depraved, you know, shit. Like, I can't exactly say the name of it, but the UTTP like spreading it around. But anyways, as I'm in the firm believer as if you know what you're doing, then go ahead with it. Like if you know that you like at like 18 or something, like if you know like the risks, then you know you're fine by doing it, I guess. I don't know if I seem really ignorant this way, but I mean who cares what I think, honestly, sometimes. I mean, I'm barely into high school, and I'm probably sounding kind of crazy here, but like, if we're restricting like our access to like media, like with you know, doing shit like this, which isn't, you know, within reason, doesn't that kind of like go full like, I haven't read like 1984 or whatever. But I do know, like, the whole Big Brother is watching thing is, something that would, probably, I can compare, the book to this probably, because we are restricting, they are restricting what we can access within reason. That isn't, within reason, that stuff. And I'm not saying that you can't, okay, here's what I'm not saying. I'm not saying that governments can't restrict access to illegal material. That's not what I'm saying at all. They are totally within reason to do that. But to block and censor history and or media that is legal to view, it's just, I don't know, man. Something about that feels wrong, as it should be. Because, I feel like that's, restricting a lot of shit. Like, imagine, YouTube, imagine this, I don't know a good way to represent it, but, say that your favorite streaming services, I don't know, Disney, Netflix, starts removing content pertaining to queer topics, with, media with trans characters and all that. People would be rightfully upset about this, in case you're not getting, why people are upset. People are upset because they are restricting access to things that really shouldn't be. God damn it. Anyways, my main point is, if we're gonna restrict access to content that, like this, then are we really good? Are we really trying to be better? I mean, I get it. You're trying to be safer online and, comply with laws, but, YouTube, this ain't it. This genuinely is not it. Here's what it is. It's really weird. It's really, invading. And here's what it is. It's good. It's not good. At all. And that comes from someone who's had really bad moments, and I mean really, really bad moments. And I just want to say personally, I do not believe in this, policy, whatever. And you better trust me when I say that I am not doing this shit. I get it. You want to protect content creators, but protect, kids and shit. But why not do it by banning the problematic creators off your platform? That would do a lot more than just, just making shit like this happen. That would genuinely do a lot more. And I get it. You're trying to, again, I hate to sound like a broken record. You're trying to abide by law, but how about here's what I propose. You do this minus the AI, of course, and have humans check if you're minor or not. I don't know, you should be. Oh wait, you're a giga corporation. That means you can legally do whatever the frick you want, because, as I was saying, oh wait, you're a giga corporation. That means you can legally do whatever the frick you want, and nobody will bat an eye. I feel like we're getting way too used to corporations doing shit like this when we really should not. I feel like we should, speak out, because what happens when it's been enough issues? What happens? Are we just gonna boycott the services? Hell no! I know for sure that we can't have a better, viewing experience, unless you count BitView as one, and then I mean more power to you, I guess. But I mean, if you really think that YouTube has competitors, you're wrong. It's what competitors? They are owned by Google, a massive corporation, and even if there were one, do you really think that everyone would flock to it straight away? I mean, think about it. Rumble as is advertised as a YouTube killer. But I mean, like, have you met someone that actually uses Rumble or Kick or any of those platforms? Like, trying to be alternative is going to make you out to be an idiot. I'm not saying that being alternative, using alternatives to, you know, big tech is bad. I'm saying that if you're trying to intentionally use services that have confirmed to fund right-wing reports of right-wing things, then I feel like you should be held accountable for that. Scott! I swear, like, people seemingly I know this is a bit off tangent, but, like, people seem to forget that Scott, you know, did that stuff. And, you know, he was just innocent indie developer that shouldn't have retired. Like, I get it. You like the Five Nights at Freddy's series. But I feel like, you know, we should acknowledge the wrongdoings of Scott and you know, hold him accountable to those wrongdoings. I feel like everybody should be held accountable to their wrongdoings. Is that so bad to think? Maybe it is to some people, but to those people I say, are you an idiot? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Oh god, Snake. Anyways, I really hate the fact that I can, like, sit here and, you know, point, like, everything wrong with this, because I want this site to be good. I want it to be one of my favorite sites. I watch SMG4, and the fact that people still think that this will protect people is insane. I haven't. Of course, you are allowed to have your own opinions, but when are those opinions, like, gonna? What is enough? I'm sick of this. Lucky Penny, which is an extremely underrated content creator, I must add, has, like, a video on this called Penny Rambles, or just censor shit. I will link it at the end, but, you know, just thought I'd mention it now. When we start censoring things that are literally, like, perfectly fine, then what happens? Who's to say that you're not going to be next? I hate to fearmonger, but I mean, this literally could happen to any one of us. Literally, we are not protected by tech daddies. The fact that I genuinely just said that is insane. We're not protected. Trump will not care about you. People will not care about you if you're in the minority and saying, "Oh, you're all wrong. You're just a bunch of children." Nobody gives a shit. Literally. And if you think that this counts as people giving shits, then sure, you're technically correct for that. But I mean, I want to be vocal about my opinions. I wish to be vocal about my opinions without being censored. Like, I genuinely want to be able to, you know, voice shit. Like, I'm someone who's you know, like, who's tried to be voice actors. I've tried shit out, and I haven't liked it before. I've tried things that I didn't know I would like. When I first signed up on the site, I signed up during, like, the apocalypse, when, you know, shit hit the fan for YouTube practically. And do you think that I didn't, like, do you think I saw, like, just the same shit that I do now? No, I watched completely different shit. But none of it was wrongfully. Like, not everything that I watched, you know, had its limits, and some people didn't like it. Some people liked it. What matters is people uploaded what they wanted, but not for what people want. People came to see them, and I wanted to be a part of this ecosystem that, you know, did that. But now it feels incredibly scummy to think that this platform is the same one that I grew up with, The fact that YouTube cannot get its shit together and actually, I'm tired of it. I'm actually tired of it. It genuinely pisses me off to see that like creators like these are not speaking out, and like there might be a reason for that, but like I'm tired. I'm up against a lot of YouTubers. Like I hate to call myself like fighting with other people, because I'm really not fighting with anybody. But I'm up against two people. One of this which has purple hair and basically has a giga corporation at this point. I can't remember how many times I said giga corporation, but like it's true. Like a lot of these videos feel more like corporate, and mine are stuck in the past. I barely edit. Hell, Hot Doggy barely edits. Did you even notice that he was the one editing? No, because his style felt a lot like what I would do. I'm just tired of this. Either we band together, we stand together, or the site falls. I'm sorry, but it's true. And that's coming from someone who, loved the site at one point. And don't get me wrong, I still do. But I want to see it change. I want to see it improve for the better. So how about, YouTube, you actually listen? Acknowledge us. For all time's sake. Acknowledge these nuts. Thanks for watching. Yeah. Also, if you support Trump, get the hell off my page. I felt good to get out.